What is going on, guys? We are back, and today, like I promised last episode, we're going to be jumping right back into modded Minecraft, doing some more Mechanism, and today we're actually going to be making upgrades to our pre-existing Mechanism setup, and that's because we need to prep for what we're probably going to be doing next episode, because what I'm going to do off camera is pretty much rip out most of what's in this basement and make it significantly bigger. I'm probably going to lower it a level or two so we can run cables through the ceiling and make it a lot bigger because I want to get to 4 times ore multiplication. Now, I've never done that before, but it does take up a lot of space because from what I was watching, it requires us to use what's called a salination plant, which can be, it's like a, I want to say it's a 4x4 by like anywhere from 3 to 18 block structure. That's just like a massive tower. So I need to set up the basement for that, and it's a little cluttered right now. So I may make it like, I like the whole tree aspect of this up here. I really like that, but what I may do is make it more of like a factory down here. So I'm going to prep for that today, and what we need is more power generation, because right now when it's daytime we're barely generating enough power. It's going up very slowly. Obviously this is with some of these running because I did need a little bit more osmium and iron for what we were doing today, so I ran this system for a little bit. I also upgraded to a project table to hopefully make things easier. Oh, also, I have been charging my armor, so the chest plate fully charged, boots are fully charged, and we'll finish charging the pants today. And I don't think we even need to charge the helm. We might need to charge it to get protection off of it, I'm not sure, but I haven't made any upgrades to the helmet unlike I have to the rest of the armor. So we'll get that set up. I do want to fight a wither too soon because I want to get creative flying on the chest plate so that I can wear the chest plate without having to lose my jetpack. So I'm going to stop rambling, and we are going to jump in and make some more solar generators because I think I can make 4 advanced solar generators. And the funny thing is, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to get so much power out of this, it's going to be so great. Turns out we need 4 advanced solar generators for the salination plant. So I'm going to have to do this whole thing again for next episode. So super hyped for that, yeah. So we're going to need one of these per. And I think we actually only need, I think 16 is exactly how many we need. Wow. I have to shift click through all of these. Okay. So, is that, I think this is 15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is that 16? Oh, because it pulled the redstone back in. Okay, so we got all 16 of those, filling up my entire inventory. Gonna grab some more enriched alloy. Then I think we have just enough of these for 16. Yes, we do. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get these in the table and see if it will auto pull them in. Maybe. And I keep feeling like we're going to need more redstone, but I actually don't think we are. There we go. Yes, okay, cool. It'll auto pull them from in the table at least. Right? Yeah. Okay. And get those in there. Okay, so that is good. And now we need to do the last set of whatever you want to call it, upgrades. And let's get all these in the table so that it'll auto pull them in there. This is going to make things a lot faster with crafting on camera. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we got all 4 of these, and all we have to do is upgrade these cables a little bit more. I did end up putting one of these compacting drawers, I forgot the name for a second, over here. I want to make one for glass and I want to make one for steel just because we process a lot of glass and steel with the Mechanism stuff that we're doing. So I think it's worthwhile to have them in there. Plus I'm not really using it for anything else, so it can't hurt. But I want to get one of the, forgetting the name, one of these things. One of the drawer controllers over here. I said I was going to do it last or 2 episodes ago, and I didn't, so we're going to do that today too. But we need to upgrade, we're going to have to upgrade 2 of these. Oh my god, that's so much redstone that I'm wasting. Ugh, god, I am such a horrible person. Okay. Well, we'll use up all the diamond at least, so we'll get 10 in there. And that should use it all up. We're going to need 2 of them for upgrading these cables because I want to do an overhaul right now, or a slight overhaul of the power setup, because our salination plant that I believe is going to be on this side of our house is going to be going up to the surface because it needs sunlight, and so I need some space for, obviously, for that to go up to the surface. And there we go. So we got the Elite Universal cables. And if we need more, we can make more. But I think we should be okay for the time being. Okay, so yeah, this is our setup right now. And it's pretty crudely wired in. But I'm going to see if there's a better way that we can set this all up as sort of a power generation area, as like a solar farm. I'm just trying to think of where it, or how it would look good as like a solar farm. Huh. Because this is really not level ground to build stuff on, so there really isn't an effective way to do this. I mean, I should probably cut down these trees if we're going to be doing all this. This one tree should probably go. So let's get this to, oh my god, I skipped over it. Fast vein, here we go. Best part about this, it's not connecting, cool. Boom. Wow, it didn't get rid of those. Are you serious, game? You serious right now? Okay. Okay, good thing I have a jetpack now. This would have really ruined my day if I didn't have a jetpack, because getting up here to get these down would have been horrible. Okay. Good enough. So now we got some open air up there, and I feel like we could make the solar farm like a little bit further over in this direction, and then just wire it over so the salination plant can come up over here. So if we get rid of this completely, we can turn this on to slow, and no, let's go normal. Oh my gosh. Okay, normal, there we go. So we're gonna get a little bit of an open space over here, and we can level it out a little bit, and we can make a little bit of room, because obviously the salination plant doesn't need to be directly in the center either, since we don't even need to access it. You just need to pump water in there automatically, which we can use just pretty much any pump to get it in there. So it doesn't really matter if we have access to it, so it can just be behind like a wall or in a wall or something. But I want it to be close enough that we don't need to pump things super far to get to it, because I'm pretty sure, is it becoming nighttime out now? Oh, I guess we'll go sleep then. I thought it was daytime still. And we're going to have to make sure we sleep a lot too once we get the 4 times ore multiplication, because the salination plant obviously does not work unless it is daytime out, because it could work if you have enough brine. It could work overnight, but the salination plant creates brine, which is separated into hydrogen and chloride, I think, which is then recombined to hydrogen chloride, and then you use that in the chemical injection chamber. Okay, so this is essentially the same setup as over here. The only problem is I don't mind that they're so close to the ground. You got to keep them spaced out because of how big they are. So I'm trying to think, how much space do you need between these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you'd probably want 6 between that and the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is that noise? There's this really sketchy thing, and I believe it's, if you look on the map, this thing that's right under me, I don't know what it is, but it makes this really sketchy noise. So let's just take a second to listen, see if it does it. It made a faint noise. I was hoping it'd make more, but you might be able to hear it in the background. It's like a hissing-ish sort of noise. It's really weird. It's a little sketchy, and it makes almost like this white noise in the background. It's weird stuff. Let's get this stuff lined up correctly, though. We're actually probably going to want to take this area down, too. Okay, so now we can get some real solar farmage going here. Okay, so this is good placement, right? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So then the closest one that we can put next to that is right there. And the closest, it's 2 block separation. The closest one we can put next to that one is right there. Now, I want to know if these could go, like, how would these line up if we put this right here? No, that looks weird. That looks weird. Can we put stuff under them like that? Oh, sweet, we can do that. Okay, so we might end up doing that to make it look a little bit better. But we have these lined up here, so that'll be 3. Then over here, we have more. So we're gonna want to chop down this tree right here too. Is this on vein still? I don't think so. No, it's not. Slow, fast, vein. Can it please? Can it please? Game, please. This tree is connected. We all know it's connected. I'm forgetting what the Mekanism key is to switch modes. I want to say it's M or F or something to be hover mode, but whatever. Okay, you know what? We'll start at the top and we'll work our way down so that it doesn't matter when the leaves start despawning. The only good part about this is I'll have a lot of wood for when I want to go complete the upper level of my base. And I think I pointed this out earlier when I was first designing this, but I don't know if I did. There's actually a mod in here. It might be DecoCraft, I don't know though, but it allows you to make like really sweet hanging bridges. So if we make a bunch of little bases like this all around, we can make these really cool hanging bridges that go between them. And they actually look really good. Let me see if I can search this up. Yeah, right here. Okay, hanging bridges, and you can see you got the anchors, single hanging bridges, anchors. That's not what we wanted. Fish hanging from DecoCraft, hanging pheasants. Nope. But it's really cool, and I've never tried them out before, but they look really good. So these it'll require 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll need 1 and then 2, 3, 4. Man, this thing is going way too fast. This thing is killing it way too good. Okay, so let's get this back. Let's get all these back. Our power generation is gonna stop for a little bit. Okay, I didn't hear the noise, and I thought we lost that one. Okay, so we're gonna put this one down right here, and now we can line up the rest of these. How close can they get? They can get that close, I guess. Yeah, well, even though that's not symmetrical, if you actually look down here, I think it looks better from above. And we got our last one. So we actually have 8 of these. That should be an absurd amount of power generation. Like, it really should. If this doesn't give us like consistent large sums of power, I'm gonna be pretty salty. Just laying that out there. Pretty salty. And I guess we can just run it like this. I'm assuming that these will be able to fully transport all their energy using these elite cables. And then we can just break these. These take so long to break. I feel like there's probably a wrench or something that we should use to get rid of these. But whatever. I don't break them that often, so it's not too much of an issue. And then the salination plant will end up coming up over here. So it actually won't look that bad. I'll come out here and actually put in like stone or wood or something eventually around all this, so it won't just be dirt, and it'll actually look kind of refined almost. And then I guess you could not rope it off, but I'll do something along those lines. So we can just run the cable along here and hook it up on this side. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So I'm assuming, like I said, that all of these are going to be able to fully transfer all their power, and it's not going to get backed up at all in here. I don't know if you'd even be able to see if it's getting backed up. Like, you can see how Wayla says that it's 0 out of. I'm assuming that means it's instant transportation, and these do seem to be going down in power pretty quickly. So let's see how this looks from up here. That actually, I think it looks pretty cool. Like, if we were to fill this whole thing up with these, which I eventually would want to do, because this is going to be my only form of power. So if I have to fill up this whole freaking field with these things, I don't care. We're sticking to our guns. All the other guys have like 6 windmills powering their whole setup, and I've got like all these. Oh, wait, we still have one. We still have another one. Guys, we have an extra. Sweet. Okay, so I guess we need to, you know what, we'll start another row here, because we're going to have to eventually. Can we put it there? No, we can put it here. So we do still have room for the salination plant over here. That's fine. And we'll start it like that. Okay. So we have a lot of solar generation going on here. Eventually, I'm going to have to upgrade the cables even more if that's possible. And man, I'm getting some low frames right now. So much going on around here with modded Minecraft. So let's look at the power generation in this. This power generation looks pretty strong right now. I'm not going to lie, this is pretty quick for the most part. So let's grab our leggings and let's start charging these things up. So let's see. We are losing power really fast, but obviously that's because it drains it wicked quick into these. What I may eventually do is, I don't have the base chunk loaded right now, So when I'm offline, because I don't feel it's necessary to chunk load the base since I don't have many things running. The only thing that would be running is my power generation. And I think I have good enough power generation for the most part now. So I don't feel like, slowing down the server by chunk loading my base when I'm offline. But eventually I will. And when I do that, I'm going to stack these energy cubes a lot, because this is the highest form of energy storage I think that we can have from Mekanism right now. So if I stack these, then we can store a significantly larger amount of joules or RF or whatever, whatever you want to call it, whatever unit you want to use. I just want to make sure all this stuff is full again. And let me just say, this portable teleporter is awesome. It's really useful, especially when I was getting home from pranking Nonsanity the other day. And let me just say, can't tell if it was a joke or not, but he seemed a little salty. Like, of all the flavors, and you choose to be salty, bro. Come on. Could have been so much worse. Could have been so much worse. But whatever. No hard feelings, I hope. He said he would get me back in a much more subtle way, which is worrisome, considering, he has 60-minute long videos. He's going to come over here and spend 60 minutes. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I forgot my Skype was not on Do Not Disturb, and a Skype message went off, so I just cut that out. But I guess we were just saying that, if Nonsanity pranks us, it's probably going to be a little rough. But what I was about to do is finish up the episode now that we've got some good power generation going, and let's see if we take these out, because obviously these have enough charge in them for now, let's just say. Most things are almost charged. Once we get these fully charged, I'm going to make a point of going to fight the Wither, so... it does look like we have decent power generation. It is still daytime out. No, is it becoming nighttime? It's becoming nighttime, so we can sleep. I love how whenever I go to sleep, chat's always spammed with like one of two things. It's either switching that weapon or you cannot sleep because it's not nighttime. That's basically whenever I go to sleep, my chat is always spammed with that. But this is getting power pretty quickly, and I will make sure that it is transporting power at maximum efficiency and that we don't need to upgrade the cables anymore. But I'm pretty sure our whole system in here now can run, and we will continue generating power. So I wanted to create the drawer controller for over here. So, no, I don't want it double-clicked. So let's look for the drawer controller. Nope, that's compacting drawer. Drawer controller. Okay, so we do have stuff to make redstone comparators, I believe. I think we have some leftover, where is it? It's somewhere right here, yes, nether quartz. Leftover nether quartz. And what else do we need? We have some sticks on us, so we're going to need some redstone. Running a little low on redstone, even though I had like 500, making all of these alloys uses up so much redstone. We can put this in here, because we'll probably end up using these eventually. Okay, so we have some stone in here too, very good, and this should be enough, right? Yes, that'll be good. Actually, I have one extra now. I don't know why I made that extra one. The game was trying to save me from wasting it, but now we're just going to have an extra torch laying around. So we got two of those, and what else was it? I need to get a diamond. I think we should have a 1x2 drawer somewhere in here, right? No, we only have those drawers. Are you serious, game? Do we have any over here? Oh my god, okay. I'm also running really low on diamonds, but that's because I don't really mind for those for the most part. So we can just make these 2x2 drawers, which are super easy to make. I think this is the recipe for them. Yes, awesome. And let me see if I can remember this recipe. Boom, boom, and whoosh, boom. Controller. Clickety click click. So what we can do is break this. Obviously it's going to take 5 ever, because why wouldn't it? And I'm assuming we can pump it into the side too, and then all we got to do is break these, break them at an angle, so once I break one it starts breaking the next one and doesn't immediately chop through all of the stone in my wall and just slash it. And then we can, I think it's actually on, it must be on normal or vein or something right now. So we can throw those there, and oh god, this is going to bother me. See, this is going to bother me so bad right now, because here's what we'll do. I'll throw some more of these in here later to even it out, but we'll leave it like this for now. I think these should all work because they're connecting, and that should be good. And the last thing that I want to do is, because we're about to upgrade our system fully to be 4 times, I really want to do some upgrades to the speed. So in each of these, there should be speed upgrades. So I think we have 2 of 8 for the most part in these. Yeah, 2 of 8, 2 of 8. Is this one still 2 of 8? Yes, 2 of 8. And this one should be 2 of 8. Yeah, okay, so this one's 2 of 8. This is fully upgraded, and I believe this is fully upgraded. So we're going to need 24 speed upgrades. And I don't know if we can make all of those because I think I turned too much of my glass into glass panes, unfortunately, and we don't have any glass left over here. Do we have any sand in any of these chests? I guess we can make a few more. And we can start making these. I want to say that they take enriched alloy, glass, and osmium dust for speed upgrades. Okay, so it's the glass that's holding us back. We can make a few, so we'll have 4 more once we get some of this glass going. And yeah. So I'm trying to decide how we should do this. I want to say that I'm trying to think of where there's a backup. I think there's usually a backup in the crushing factory and the purifying factory. These are usually running pretty efficiently. Like, these usually only have 1 or 2 in them, and I'm not really sure why. I think it's because these go like 1 at a time, but these make like 3 or something. But it looks like this whole setup is working effectively, and this will finish us off on these. So these are as many as we can make. So we're gonna probably, I want to just we'll do 6 and 5, I guess, and we'll put it in this one right here. We'll fully upgrade it with 6, and this one we will upgrade it with 5. And I think this is gonna burn through this hydrogen, or is it oxygen? Yeah, oxygen way too fast now that it's got 5 upgrades in it. But I guess we can flip this thing on, and I should be doing redstone, iron, and osmium still. It's pretty fast, and let's see our power generation. Still going up. These machines obviously aren't running yet. Sorry, that is still super loud. But let's let it run for just a second, and stop. Okay. So let's see how fast this is now. There's no way that this is going to be able to keep up. Wow. Is it actually keeping up? No, it won't keep up once the... Is it? Jeez. No. Okay. Now that it's got 2 things in there going, that is not keeping up. That is nowhere close to keeping up with this. Okay. So let's look at our power right now. Oh, that is draining. That is draining because of this. It's the electrolytic separator is absolutely destroying our power. Okay. Well... Looks like we still need a little bit more power generation, but yeah, see, this is where it gets backed up. The iron clumps, this thing takes forever. These will need speed upgrades too, though, I guess, because now that we've sped these up, these are actually going to get backed up. So once we speed upgrade this, then this will start getting backed up, and so on and so forth. But our system is looking pretty strong right now, guys. Obviously, I'm having it a little bit harder, I think at least, compared to the other guys on the server, because I think these are harder to make than all of their power generation. And maybe it's just that I have a better, or faster system, and so it's burning through power faster. But I've been over at CatDog's base, and his system looks like it's got some upgrades in it, and it's running fine. And he has, a couple windmills. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, but... Dare to be different and spend 3 times as long working on power. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. If you did, feel free to give it a like. It helps me out a lot. And let me know if you're enjoying the daily uploads. I'm trying really hard for you guys because most of the time when I say I'm going to do daily uploads, it lasts for 2 days and then I can't. But I have free time, and so I'm making a point of getting on here every day to record, and I'm really enjoying this series. I'm enjoying branching out to different mods and all that, and I'm enjoying playing with the guys. Also, there's that dude Chaos, who will now be linked in the description, and he is joining us. I believe he usually plays on Hypermind Vanilla. He's got a pretty sweet channel. He just started recording in 1080p 60 FPS, and the videos look pretty sweet, so you guys should go check out his channel and welcome him to the server. He's been on here and already managed to blow up part of CatDog's base by going in to leave a quote-unquote gift and accidentally letting a creeper in. So, we'll see if that's really true. But, yeah, go check his channel out, and be sure to post in the comments if you're enjoying the daily uploads, and if you're enjoying the series and all that. I really hope you guys are, and I'll talk to you guys later.